you hold the hand of somebody who's dying, it's nice for them to think that they're going to a better place. Of course it's comforting. That doesn't make it true. You cannot argue for some truth about the universe by saying that it would be nice if it were true. Of course there is mystery. There is enormous mystery in the universe, and that's what science is working on. To respond to that mystery by saying God did it, to respond to that mystery by saying, oh, there's just some divine designer who figured it all out, that is lazy. It doesn't answer the question. Darwin provided us with the role model for how you approach that kind of thing. He took the really hard case, which is life. He took the case where it seemed obvious to everybody that it had to have a purpose, that it had to be designed. He showed for the hard case that it could be done. That's what science is working on. The mystery, when it is solved, will be solved by scientists who will use the Darwinian method. That's to say, they will explain in a bottom-up way how it is not just that life came about, and we know that, we understand that now, but also how it is that the universe came about. That is the challenge of science. That is what science is going to rise to. We shall not resort to lazy, second-rate explanations that just lie down under the problem and say, God did it.
Time out.
You want to
right. I've never been to a conference like this before. Most of the professional conferences at which I speak are philosophy conferences. So this is my initiation to this sort of IT subculture, information technology. And I would just urge you folks not to allow the IT community to become infected with the sort of self-defeating scientism and anti-religious bigotry that has characterized, for example, Richard Dawkins' talk yesterday. You need to realize that outside of this sphere, the most brilliant philosophers and many scientists in the world today are outspoken theists, and that this is a rational and defensible point of view.
Thank you very much.
Simplicity is that which is easy to understand. Complexity is that which is difficult. We as scientists are engaged on an enterprise to understand complexity, and that's the difficult problem. Purpose is one of the manifestations of complexity. Purpose comes from brains. Brains come late in the universe. Brains and purpose and all the other things like love are things that require explanation, and we are working on explaining them. That's not arrogant, that's hard work, that's diligence, that's going for
Time out, I'm sorry.
Gracias. Un fuertísimo aplauso para todos ellos.